Hey, what do you say, everybody? So we're going to start a new series. This is going to be a hardcore series. We're going to play in official hardcore servers. And yeah, we're just going to take a break from Sandbox. I'll get into some more details over that here in a minute, but I'm going to try to play this just like I did the Sandbox, try to explain what I'm doing as I go and this and that. And if everything goes the way I want to, by the time you see this video, I would already have made another 4 or 5 recordings. That way nobody knows my next step. So let's get into the character. I'm going to do the character just like I always do until I find something or a reason to change it, because I feel that this is one of the best characters to just play the game and not have to worry about grinding any real skills. So you can just play the game, relax, and not worry about it. You'll end up with a pretty decent character by the end of the day. So 5 strength, 3 constitution, 1 dexterity, and 3 intelligence. This is my preferred build because I am decent at lockpicking at the basic thievery skill, but I could take 4.5 and 1.5 to get that medium skill. I wouldn't unlock the medium skill in lockpicking until I hit 2 dexterity, but as long as you kind of just starve yourself, you'll gain 2 dexterity in no time. So I'm going to start with 1 and 5 in dexterity and strength to get that basic lockpicking, and then we'll go through the rest of it. The rest of my character is the same as always. I got my little man bun that nobody likes and my beard, and we look the same. So here, I am going to do one thing slightly different. We're going to do advanced brawling, medium medical, and I'm going to start with basic archery. And the only reason I'm going to do that is because the way the hardcore settings are, I am going to want my bow to be a little bit quicker than I normally would have to deal with. And I'll go over that as we get into the server. In Constitution, we're taking running. And then in dexterity, we're taking thievery. And then in intelligence, we're taking medical. I really don't need anything else other than this. With the strength, like I said, we're gonna counter the overburden system pretty well. Constitution is at 3 because I want to make sure that we have the best odds with infections. Dexterity is not that big a deal. We'll level that up. And intelligence, at 3 intelligence, I don't really mind the XP gain. You can go up to 5 intelligence to start, but you're going to sacrifice something that's more important for an extra 10% gain in XP. So between advanced medical and constitution, I should be able to use less resources to get back into a fight and get back into a fight quicker, because the stabilization time is quicker, and we don't have to deal with infections as much as we would with anything lower than 3 constitution. And then with running, this is one of the other things I wanted to explain with running. With running at advanced, we have the maximum amount of speed we can start with running. And then with the 5 strength, we have a better chance of stamina. I shouldn't say better chance. I should say we have more stamina than most. Because what happens is you lose your stamina. You use more stamina with the more weight you carry. So if you can carry more weight, you'll have stamina longer. So if I'm naked, fresh spawn kind of thing, I'm going to be able to run further than most people because I can carry more weight. So, and then as dexterity gains, we lose the fat and everything on our character. We will be able to run further longer. So that's is a big whole thing inside of all of the skills, and I go through those through all the sandboxes. But this is going to be our character, 5-3-1-3 for our skills: brawling, melee, archery, running, thievery, and medical. That's how we're going to run it. Everything else should level up pretty nicely as long as we're chill about it. And yeah, it should be good. Let's get into the game. Okay, so we actually got a pretty decent spawn, in my opinion. We're right here by the train yard. I don't remember what that town's called, but there's a coastal town, and then the trader is over there on the tip of that island. So we got a pretty decent spawn here. I'm not mad at this. So let's talk about the server settings. This is an official hardcore server, so I have to be a little bit more mindful than I usually am with the sandbox mode, because one, we are in a official server, which means there is PvP. The other thing is that this is a hardcore server, so the settings in this is they're boosted, but they're not crazy. What makes the server hard is still kind of the broken game elements. There is still things in the game that are broken, like the puppets teleporting and not being able to connect with a melee weapon when you really should be, and stuff like that. Other things like arrows going through puppets, or the puppets not minding the damage that they just took. There's quite a few different things that we'll have to counter with this. But as far as the server settings go, they're pretty tough in a sense, because the puppets do about 4 times more damage than they typically would, and they have double the health. So double the health with 4 times damage is is a pretty decent combination for puppets being harder, because you can't just up and kill a puppet now. You have to actually plan out some things and do things to make sure you have an out if some things go wrong and stuff like that. And you have to mind how much weight you're carrying and how much stamina you have, because if you try to run from some of these puppets, they'll basically just run you down. So it's going to be a little bit of a challenge in the very beginning. But once we get geared up and start establishing ourselves, we shouldn't have an issue. I don't believe any of the NPCs elements have been changed much. Well, from the research that I have done, I haven't seen anything crazy, but we'll have to figure it out and play it by ear and see how it goes. Razors, same thing. I don't think any of the elements have changed there. The only thing that I knew you could change with razors is the noise threshold inside of bunkers, which makes it a little bit harder. They spawn a little easier, I should say. But other than that, it's mainly the puppets are probably going to be our biggest threat, because they spawn more, they have more health, and they do more damage, and that's a lethal combination. So yeah, we'll have to play it by ear and see how it goes. So as you can see, I'm doing the normal stuff that we always do. We're just crafting up our basics. Got the bow, getting some arrows, and I'll probably go ahead and get some kind of melee weapon going as well. We'll probably build out a metal spear. I do need to go ahead and destroy my card now, because like I said, we are in a PvP server. I don't know how much PvP people actually do in a hardcore official server. I would imagine that most of the people in this server are going to be more survival, I should say, more survival minded. So they're here to survive. They're here to play the game, PvE element of the game, and then if PvP happens, PvP happens. I don't know how much they're actually out raiding, or you know trying to do stuff that's obscene, but we'll see what happens. Like I said, I plan to have at least 4 recordings before you see this video. That way, nobody knows my next move. Hopefully that's the case. Hopefully we don't get grief by any hackers or anything like that. But if we do, we do. We'll see what happens. So, I could run. I probably should start running towards the trader just to get some stuff going in that direction. And then one of the other things I probably should do is start checking the windmills for vehicles. But let's go down to the train yard and see if we can get any kind of great resources down there. We should realistically. They usually the little outer perimeter area of the train yard has some pretty decent stuff to begin with. I mean, we have the potential of getting armor, helmets, even guns and ammo, food. I mean, we have a potential of getting a lot of decent stuff right from the beginning down here at the train yard. So I think we'll do that. I think we'll run the train yard. We may run all the way around the train yard. I don't think I'll go into the center at the very moment. I also don't know what settings the mechs are turned on. I mean, they could be, the damage on the mechs could be turned up as well. So we'll have to be careful with that. But, you know, we'll play it by ear, see what happens. Like I said, I am going to try to do my best to explain everything that I'm doing, just like I did in Sandbox. We do have a lot of Sandbox videos up now, so for the newer players out there, you should be able to go look at those sandboxes and get a pretty decent idea of what's going on in the game. And you know, it should be enough. And I think what I'll do is every time a major update comes out, we'll do another Sandbox video to basically cover the update or see if anything's new, see if anything's worth changing, so forth and so on, and then we'll jump back into a hardcore series. I guess one of the other settings I forgot to say is, as you can see, it is first person only, and we have no HUD, no dot. We have no dot with our bow or anything like that. We also have no map. All that's turned off. So we have to go inside of our elements here to see if we need food or water or anything like that. And yeah, it should be a pretty good series for you guys. As you guys know, I enjoy the hardcore playthroughs on servers. So we'll see how this fans out. A lot of people have been telling me that these servers are pretty hard, so we're gonna see how hard they are. I think I'm gonna start down here by the industrial buildings and then work my way up to that because I still need to get a backpack, a better backpack and stuff like that before we start loading up on gear. So yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm going to try to take my time a little bit. The combination with the double health always makes puppets really stout. So I'm going to take my time a little bit here. We're not going to rush a bunch of stuff, at least until we get established. Once we get established, this game will probably turn super easy. It's always the beginning portion of hardcore servers that make it tough. And I would like to, which we probably will, I would like to get my archery up to medium by the end of this episode. If we can do that, we'll probably be in a really good position. Let's see. I haven't used a bow without a dot in a while. Let's see if I still got it. I'm a little off. We're a little off. We'll get it. We'll get the hang of it again. All right, let's keep rolling towards these industrial buildings. The NPCs in the very beginning is what's going to make things hard, especially if we run into any NPC with a gun. They're going to shred our gear or kill us, one or the other, until we get some armor. And once we get armor, we'll be in a little bit better position. But till then, we got to kind of mine them. I guess the first things I'm looking for is, I mean, a battery's pretty good. There's a melee weapon for us. I need to remember to try to pick up this battery. I don't want to eat my garlic yet, just in case, but okay. So we do have NPCs over here already. I'm gonna have to play a roundabout game with them on the buildings and the cars and stuff, so we can make sure we. Sounds like they're in that building over there. Okay, we'll let them stay in there for a minute. They spawned in. They didn't lock onto me, so that's a great start. As soon as we start making noise, though, that's when the things will change. There's his 2-hit. There's a hit. Alright, we gotta get warmed up a little bit. Feeling a little rusty. Feeling a little rusty. Let me grab my arrows. Alright, let's see how much damage he did. So, did damage on my clothes, and he took me down to 54% with those 2 hits. So they definitely have about 4 times more damage than normal. It's a good test anyway. We can see how much they hurt. We'll let this heal up. All right, so we're almost through our recovery here. I'm gonna go ahead and see what this guy had. Maybe he has some ammo. He does have birdshot, but that's not gonna help me any. I gotta like pretty much be point blank to make that stuff work. Or bat switched. Okay, I want this in that spot. Let me put this down here. So, as you can see, our first little hit of puppet was pretty devastating for one puppet. So, we'll make that a note. We definitely need to be a little bit more efficient about dealing with puppets further out. Not letting them get close to us. And with that being said, the ones that are going to be the killers in this are going to be the skinny puppets. The skinny puppets are going to be the one that kills us, because we're not going to be able to outrun them. Oh, that's a beautiful find from the very beginning, and some 50 AE ammo. That'll get us going. We'll probably end up with a pistol of some sort off of one of the NPCs, I imagine. There's always so much stuff in here, but none of it's searchable. Okay. Let's move over. I am going to start collecting some scrap, because we're going to need the scrap for armor. Collect some duct tape for a raincoat. We need bolts. I think we need 7 bolts for armor, which we can make out of all this scrap too. I probably should have went ahead and cut that NPC or the that puppet up. That's okay. We'll keep searching, see if we find anything. We can always get more puppets. We need thread. So that's, hopefully we find some thread in one of these cars via fishing line kind of thing. I think I got enough scrap for now. I think we'll be good there. I hear another puppet. There he is. There's 2 of them. And there's our fishing line. Perfect. Alright. So one of these puppets are going to make me thread. We'll probably make a jacket out of them as well. Make me a sewing kit, I should say. So we got a skinny puppet and an armor puppet. We're just going to level up our archery and shoot him center mass. We should level up our archery in no time with puppets like these. See if we can get this one over here. Watch how fast he'll be. Oh, he hurt himself already. So normally the skinny puppets only take 1 shot. Alright, let's see what he has. He has some pants. Let's cut him up. Shouldn't be doing this out in the open, being that's PvP server, but when I joined there was about 3 people on. We'll see how it goes. Let's cut up his bone, make his needle. Make our sewing kit. Then we got a quiver, so we don't need a quiver, but I am going to make one just so we can get an animal skin. And then we're going to cut the animal skin up. And then we'll cut his clothing up. Because I believe I need rope. Yep, we need rope. We need rope and we need, yeah, the sewing kit. So all we basically need is rope. We'll cut this up. We should get enough rope out of his clothing. Alright, we made our rope, and we'll make our animal skin jacket. This will give us a lot of space with a lot of carry weight. Fix it. Fix our quiver. And since I've already wasted a bunch of time sitting here, I'm going to go ahead and craft. I'm going to go ahead and craft the extra needle for another. Hopefully we find another set of fishing line in one of these cars. There's a lot of cars here to check, so we should. Throw these down here. They're pretty heavy. Put our needle up there. Alright. Let's see what else we find. Where's that other puppet at? Let's get his skin. Some more duct tape for us. We're gonna work the skin for a bigger backpack. I think I need 2 more. Alright, nothing in there. Let's get our bow back out. Scrap. There's a bolt and a lock. I'm going to go ahead and grab another pile of scrap. I know I threw one down already, but it's because we didn't have room. I'm going to grab another pile. And then we'll probably make some bolts because we need 4. I think we need 4 skins for armor, 7 bolts, 5 scrap. Armor is my next task. There's some rubber gloves. There's a bolt. Hopefully we find armor, or hopefully we can craft armor before we have to deal with any NPCs. That's the goal. Which, here's another skin for us. See if I can hit her from here. I'm not too far off from no dot. Let's go ahead and search her. After we get everything crafted, you won't see me search many puppets. There's a skinny one. They are the ones that's going to kill us. If we get killed by a puppet, these are the ones that's going to do it. We're either going to get killed, we're either going to get hit by one a couple times and put us in a bad position, or we're going to get ganged up on. But these are the ones that's going to kill us, guaranteed. I'm not going to be able to run from them. They teleport. When they teleport big. They don't hurt much, but they hurt you just enough. Alright, so there's our second skin. Here's our third skin right here. Then we got another one over there, so that's 4 skins. We should be able to make our armor. Before we go deal with these NPCs. There's that. I am looking for... actually, we're too heavy. Let me throw these down here. Put that up there. So after we get these puppets, after we get armor, we're going to worry about a backpack. Let's see, where'd this one go? Let's see if we can use a little bit of a meta with the bush. See if we can hide in the bush if she'll see where we are. We are getting a little close to where those NPCs are, though. So we might be able to trick her by sitting in this bush. Of course, we don't have a lot of camouflage at the moment. Yeah, she doesn't know where we are. Or does she? Yeah, she knows where we are. We'll have to get some more camouflage and test that out. See if we can use that meta. She acted like she didn't know where we were for a minute. Okay. There is our last skin, and I'm actually going to grab one more. I'm going to grab one more of these bones. Let's sneak back over into this building where the that drill press was. I think it was actually the other building. No, there's one in here too. Okay, so we need, let's see how many we got. We need 5 more nails or bolts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stop it. There's our armor. Alright, that's handled. So, the next task we have with What I could do, if we don't find a toolbox, there's a pretty good possibility we find a toolbox here. But if I don't find a toolbox, I could make some nails and bolts, and then we just need like 1 or 2 scrap for a toolbox to completely fix our armor. So we'll have to make a hammer, we'll have to make a couple bolts and nails, 2 scrap, and then cut down a tree to get some wood, and we'll be good to go on that. I'm going to craft these other needles because I don't want to use this needle. I want to save that for a quest. Let's see, everything else is good. Yep, everything else is good for the moment. Our arrows are in decent position. All right, let's run through these other warehouses and see what we get now. The things I'm looking for now is rope. There's another puppet. I'm looking for rope. We can actually go into this building. We might get some food. Looking for stuff to make rope. I don't want to make rope. Stuff that, like wire. I need a couple pairs of clothing to cut up for rags. I do have some clothing that I haven't cut mine up yet, so we could use that. And then we'll need, I believe, 2 more skins for a bigger backpack. Let's see if we get lucky with anything in here. Safety pins, just for lockpicking. We don't need that. So there's a hat. That's clothing. I'm going to try to save my clothing if I can, because I might need it for warmth. There's some bunny slippers, which I don't think we can cut the bunny slippers up. No, we can't. Okay, nothing in here. That right there is why I take advanced brawling. I would have never got that jab off in time if I didn't have advanced brawling. We could take his shirt as well. That's going to be something we can cut up for clothes. For rags, I should say. Okay, anything in here? There's a lighter. Could use that. We can make a lighter anytime though. Anything up here? Nope. Alright. Let's start hitting the industrial buildings. Jump out the window. So after I get all the stuff I need to make basic stuff here, I'm not going to be cutting puppets up anymore. I don't really like cutting puppets up in PvP servers because I don't want people knowing that I'm around. They despawn pretty quickly. There's a good pair of pants. Let's go ahead and change into those and I'll fix them. We are going to have to find some more thread now though. I'm not going to have enough. And actually we'll take our pants for rags instead of that shirt. There's some nails. We'll grab 1 box of nails. That's good. There's nails again. And here's some bolts. Okay, we're on a good start here. The NPCs were in this building, so they may have despawned. Because I don't hear them anymore. Some lead plate. As you can see, the loot is lower. There's some gloves. Let's go ahead and take some gloves. There's a box of bolts. Okay, so we got bolts and nails. That's good. Yeah, sandbox was just getting a little too easy. Man, there's a chainsaw. That'd be a good score if we really wanted to start a base. I just don't want to carry it around, because I don't know if we're going to start a base this soon. I would like the cleaver. Cleaver is going to be a much more viable weapon than this. It's just an oddball space. I do have the baseball bat, but the baseball bat, without the nails in a baseball bat, they really don't do much. They're okay, but they're not great, especially in dealing with puppets like these. Okay, we are going to take the head torch. I think I will try to use the head torch as much as I can for you guys. Like I said, it is a PvP server, and flashlights do shine through walls, so it kind of gives your position away. There's a screwdriver. But being that it is a hardcore server, I doubt we see very many people in here. We might, but I doubt it. There's another screwdriver. Could make the run for the cargo drop. It's gonna spawn in Z4, I think it said. We'll go ahead and cut this guy up. This will give us... I'm not gonna have room for him, am I? Not really. Yeah, we'll have room. We'll make it. He's got a screwdriver. How many uses of thread do I need to craft this backpack? I guess that's the... I need 3 uses. How much do I have? None. Let's throw this down here. Throw these down here. So we need to find more thread. Let's we got one more building to search, and we'll go back through the... Actually, let's go through the cars now. There's a couple cars out here we should be able to search. Okay, so they switched positions. There's a lock. I'm going to switch the iron lock for the silver lock. I'm only going to carry one for now. There is a good possibility that the NPCs have thread. It's a really strong possibility, actually. Okay. Let's test that theory. Hopefully there's only like 1 or 2 in there. I don't want to deal with 5 of them with the bow. We're going to try to play Ring Around the Rosie with these tarps. Let's see if I can aggro him with an arrow.
Confirm contact. No sudden moves. Contact. Take cover.
Oh, these are gun NPCs. It's not good. And there's more than one. Gotta use those corners. Gotta use those corners. I'm sure he hit me. Oh yeah, he hit me. 57%. That's why we needed armor. There's one more back there. See if I can hit him. Way off.
Defensive positions. Contact.
Now we got puppets coming. Coming to me.
Take cover.
Okay. I really didn't want to deal with 5 of them, but 4 of them, 5 of them. But we did. These guys should yield some good stuff. There's thread right there. Perfect. We got a holster as well. We got a shotgun. 22. This is all good stuff. We can use all this. They destroyed a lot of my stuff too. Yeah, they destroyed a lot of my stuff. That's why we craft armor in the very beginning. That's exactly why we craft armor in the very beginning. Okay, well, all their stuff is on the ground now. A lot of this is really good. So the boots, we can repair the boots. We'll go ahead and take them. Those pants, we have good pants. We're all right. The backpacks are decent, but I don't care about them. Let's use that. Actually, this backpack is decent. I'm going to take that one. 45. I probably won't mess with a lot of this stuff here. But let's, let me grab some more scrap because we need to make a toolbox now to fix our armor. I'm going to grab extra scrap. We got some repairing to do. This is actually a good start though, because we've got a lot of stuff we need. I can actually cut these guys up for more skins if I need to. We could eat them. I'm not going to. I'm not really into the whole cannibalism thing, but we could eat them. I'll probably take at least one of these shotguns. Did that guy have a shotgun too? I can't remember. Actually, it might be quicker for us to just make another set of armor. I don't really want to waste the thread on it because we could easily make toolboxes. But we don't need to make bolts and nails. What am I thinking? Let's make our... I'm going to actually pick the bone needle and the thread and then right click on it so I do not use my quest item. Improvise sewing kit. Alright, we're going to fix the holster. Just puppet out there. We're going to fix the holster. I don't care about the gloves at the moment. I don't care about the backpack. The armor is what I want to fix, but I need to make an axe and a hammer out of it, out of something. Let's go ahead and get rid of this puppet just in case. He's an armor puppet. This will be a good test right here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 13 arrows. I think one of them hit him in the head too. 13 arrows to kill the armor puppets. So we definitely have to shoot vital shots for these guys. And that's perfect there. We're going to use those. Let me grab some of these rocks. Actually, I need 2 sets. Let me go drop some stuff. All right, here's what we'll do. We will, let's drop some of this. Drop this, drop this, drop that, drop that. Bolts. Drop the rocks. Let's grab the backpack, fix it. One step at a time, Mike. Fix the backpack. It's going to use a lot of our thread, but it probably would have been better off if we crafted the other backpack. We still can. I'm going to grab this shotgun. I'm going to grab this stuff out of here. The 22s and stuff like that, that would be good for... We could use the 22s. Let me grab the 45 stuff. We can break down this 1911 and fix our other one. So I'm going to throw this in here. Let's see. I need 2 more rocks and some sticks. Let me grab these. Grab these. I'll grab this. Okay. So, we're going to go ahead and cut these into smaller sticks. We're going to go ahead and craft 2 ropes. Now I want to make sure that I use these small stones and craft a stone axe. So I'm just going to highlight them and then craft stone axe head. Because what I want is the hammer. I need the big stone. Need the big stone for the hammer. So now we have the hammer and our axe. Okay. Then we'll go out here and grab a log. Actually, I need my axe. Not the best place to do this, but now I could go looking for the rest of the stuff that I need, you know, toolbox, stuff like that. But I take the risk of running into more issues with my damaged armor and stuff. So we're just going to take the time and craft this stuff versus go out and try to find it. Because with the server we're in, we're going to need to just take those precautions. And then I'm just going to go ahead and unbox all of our bolts and nails, and then we'll craft as many toolboxes as we need to now. We're going to need more, so I'm going to go ahead and fix this. And we're actually gaining engineering as we do this, so as we fix all this stuff and stuff like that, I'm going to need at least 2 more logs. Hopefully that puppet doesn't bother us while we're doing this. Go ahead and I'm gonna grab a second log. Well, you know what? Let's just see what we get out of this one. 'Cause we might only need 1 more toolbox. Well, 2 more toolboxes. Okay, fix this. That put us up to 97. Now, before I go ahead and waste this other toolbox on that, what I'm going to do is this 1911 is 22%. I'm going to disassemble it. and we're going to fix this one the best we can, seeing how we had 2 of them. Okay, we're going to put that one back in the holster, and I'm going to hotkey it. And then I am going to make, you know what, I am going to make another 2 toolboxes. I'm going to go ahead and finish fixing my armor. And then we're going to take this magazine that's 47% here, and I'm going to fix it. I'm going to go grab another log. Where'd that puppet go? Okay, we are going to have to deal with this puppet. Two shots to the head is what it takes. Once we get better arrows, we'll be in a lot better position to deal with these puppets too. It's always the starting point. Once you get established, these servers are not that big a deal. You could always run into an issue, don't get me wrong, but they turn into less of an issue once you're established. 2 more toolboxes. And whoa, what are we missing? I need another piece of scrap. Okay. 1 more toolbox. And let's finish fixing this mag, 64%. I fixed the wrong one, damn it. Oh well, we're going to fix it at some point. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take, even though these rounds are crap and I'm likely to jam, I'm going to go ahead and load this magazine and chamber the 1911. And what I'm going to use it for is NPCs. The only issue we'll have is that this thing is not suppressed. And if we shoot it with a lot of puppets around, we'll probably run into some issue. So let's throw that there. What else do we have going on here? I am going to take 1 stack of bolts, and I'm going to take 1 stack of nails just for crafting toolboxes later if I need to. The scrap we can get anywhere. We don't need that. I am going to take our extra little bit of sewing kit here. And actually, what we're going to do is I'm going to take, and even though this is at 22%, we're going to go ahead and load it up as well. And we're going to use this for NPCs. The slugs are going to be a good resource. So we can actually hit the NPCs from farther with the slugs. We might jam or do something stupid with this as well, but we'll take the risk on it. And then the other thing we're going to do is I'm going to craft some more arrows. And then, being that my pants holds the least amount of weight, we're going to put our arrows down here. They'll probably convert into another position at some point, but that's where I want to keep the arrows, and we'll stick our heavy stuff up here. We don't need that anymore. The bolts and the nails we'll keep for later. Duct tape we'll keep for later. We'll find some more 45 somewhere. We got our cleaver set up. We got a little bit of sewing kit left, with which we do not need to really use at the moment. Actually, we do on the boots. And yeah, we're pretty established. I could, I'm going to use all my, actually, I don't have enough sewing kit to do it now. I need 3 uses. I think that's what it said. We need 3 uses. I got 1. So we'll have to find some more sewing kit. I could take the skins to make a bigger backpack here in a little bit, but I also think we'll go to the gas station once we're done here, and we'll probably find a bigger backpack. So we'll do that. But we are now in a pretty decent position. I'm gonna finish searching these warehouses. As long as we keep our armor up, unless we run into some really high tier NPCs, we're gonna be good now. So one of the other settings that I find interesting in this server, in these servers, is that the day and night cycle actually operate almost like a real, like real world, like IRL time. You'll see, like we started almost an hour ago, and the sun really hasn't moved at all. Usually it would be like around here by now. So the time, the day and night cycles in this server is pretty interesting. All right. So as you guys seen, we are food and water desperate right now, which is another good reason why I wanted to start down here, because these little buildings right here, we should find some food and water without an issue. Should, keyword. I'm gonna try to get these guys legs. That way we can keep him slow. Try to get that headshot, but I'm a little off without the dot. See, I told you this would go back up there. It's all right. Let's keep rolling. I should probably get a third stack of arrows. We'll probably deal with some more NPCs up here as well. If we deal with NPCs and we got puppets around, we are probably going to bail out, because that's going to turn into a horde situation pretty quickly. There's Giggles. Giggles is another one we're going to have an issue with, because Giggles is actually going to take 2 shots.
I can't control this. Oh my god, the pain. I can't control this.
Shoot him in his... So Giggles actually takes 2 shots now, if you want to kill him. Okay. We should find food in here. Maybe. There's some water, some alcohol. It's not the best food, but it'll give us calories. So will that. Where's he at? Oh, he's on the roof. Four shots to the head. We should definitely get our archery leveled up before the end of this episode. Tommy gun mag. Okay, I need to eat, so let's go ahead and eat this. This isn't going to do much for us. Very good, but it's going to give us calories. Let's go ahead and drink. This will give us some calories. And then we can eat this as well, but it's not going to be the best. Ketchup. I'm going to eat one at a time because I think this does give us stomach food repulsion. And maybe not. Let's try to eat it all. Yep, there it is. Yeah, I think we can eat the whole thing, though. Just got to stop food repulsion at like 3/4 of the way in order to not throw up. Alright, and then we can drink to get rid of the food repulsion. That's alright. Gunpowder. We don't need gunpowder at the moment. There's some 45 ammo. There's some 45 ammo and 9mm ammo. Okay. That's good. That's really good. And a combat knife. Alright. So we're going to ditch the cleaver. I like the cleaver, but we're going to ditch the cleaver for the combat knife. That does multiple things for us. Gives us a compass, which we really don't need. And then we can start fires with it as well. The other thing we're going to do right now is we're going to unbox all this 45 ammo. And even though these mags are pretty crap, I'm going to load them up. And I'm actually going to unload that crap ammo and throw it away from the pistol. We still have the potential of the jam because of the quality that the pistol is in right now. But we're in a lot better of a position with the good ammo. So, toss that. Load that. And we are in a lot better position with NPCs now as well. Grab my gun. We are going to chamber 1 round. And put this down here. And load a gun. Okay, there we go. 8 rounds of 45. We should be able to deal with NPCs now without an issue. Let's go over here and see what we get. Hopefully we get another toolbox. If we can get another toolbox, we can fix up the rest of our mags. There's some, was that mayonnaise? Mustard? We'll eat it too. Hell with it. my other arrow? Awesome. Did we finish searching here? Okay, nothing. We should have one more room to search here. Right here, yep. Okay, nothing in here. Nobody in here, I should say. Some more, there's some mayonnaise in a bottle. Now, I will say that what we can do, you know, I think I did see an oil filter back at the cars. I probably should have grabbed it. There's another screwdriver. Okay, not a lot of food. Let's see. How's our water situation? Water is still going up. Let's go ahead and, I'm going to go ahead and utilize this water here. Drink it. And then we'll take this water bottle and turn it into a, where is the option? I don't want to fill it. I don't want to fill it. I want to craft it. Let me put my knife in my hand. Right there. Improvised bottle suppressor. Now these bottles suck to use for a bottle suppressor, but it should be a better option than not having one. Yeah, we'll have to deal with the aiming of it, but it's going to be a lot better option than not having one. Let's move on. Gunpowder, we don't need that. Some binoculars, we don't need those really. There you go. There's a K6 helmet. There's some extra ammo. We'll take that just in case. We can always sell it, drop it, whatever. What do we got? There's another knife. Oh, no, there's a knife sheath. Okay, we do not have a knife sheath yet. There we go. Keep on going. We got about three more of these to check. Hopefully we get some decent food.
Eyes front.
Garlic.
Wind's picking up. Better cover my scent. Corners checked. Coast clear.
Where'd he spawn at?
We need a scope for cover. Go once in, hunt it.
I think they're in the next room.
Hopefully
Okay.
some good weapons are near. Base is full of crap. Footsteps close nearby.
They are higher tier NPCs.
Sound detected.
Possible contact. Assess surroundings.
And that right there is why I wanted the bottle suppressor.
Eyes front.
We can deal with the sight on NPCs. These ones would actually did some damage to me. He's got a Desert Eagle. Got 2 extra shotguns too. There's 1 shotgun. There's an improvised armor, some good ammo. So we got 2 shotguns. I could actually switch up from this one. We got an extra mag, got an extra 1911. We could switch to the Deagle too. The Deagle would do some work. I do have ammo for it, but we got to fix all that up. I'm gonna just stick with the 1911. There's an assault backpack. We definitely should fix that up, but we only have 1 use of sewing kit. Which isn't going to get us very far. No, not at all. Let's throw that in there. Let's take this in here for the moment. Get out of the open. Grab that. 22%, 29%. It's going to be a lot better than that one. Let's go ahead and reload our mag. So we need to make some more toolboxes, essentially. But we can fix up our 1911 now. That's good. Let's see, what does this guy have? There is the AK mag. There is the waist bag, which I could put on until we find another sewing kit. Armor. Yeah, okay. Nothing else in there. Let's finish searching in here. And then we'll fix up that stuff. There's some raisins, that's good. So, oh man, that's great right there, pepper. We'll just get us an animal. Get us an animal, we'll be good. Some more cash. So we're up to $500 right now. There's just some pants. I wish you could make thread. I never did understand why you can make fishing line, but you cannot make thread. All right, let's go down here real quick and then see what we get. Maybe we get a weapons repair kit or something, and then we'll make some toolboxes. There's a sharpening stone. Put that to use. Wow. What are we going to do with an RPG this early in the game? What are we going to do with an RPG this early in the game? There's another Desert Eagle mag. I mean, realistically, a Desert Eagle would be good if we ran into a player. Some more 9mm. There's a good bandage. We'll take that. I don't think there's anything in these. Figure out where Giggles is. There's that bug right there, and there's a bug there. See, I like the hardcore servers, but I absolutely hate that the fact that most of the hardcore servers I die because of bugs. So we in that one there, we didn't load our bow. Then we tried to punch her twice, and it punched right through her. There's a battery. I do want that battery for quest. I need a toolbox. Let's see if we can get a toolbox real quick. We search those. He spawned in the roof. Now I'm not gonna be able to get my stuff. We out of arrows? We are out of arrows. Okay. How's our food doing? Yeah, we're looking all right. I need to pee. After we make these arrows, we'll pee. We need to take care of Giggles now.
Get away from me.
Look, we get those other 2 arrows I missed. Alright. Now we can loot in peace. I hate the K6 helmet. It has a visor that lifts up, but you still have to take it off to eat. Oh, pasta. Pasta is good. Pasta is good. That's probably one of the best things we could have found for food. Some duct tape. Is our other roll of duct tape full? It is, yep. Okay. Alright, we need to get a sewing kit. Pretty sure he spawned in the roof too. Some more 45 ammo. Let's ditch the 38 for the 45. There is a quest item. Where did I see that at? Put that on the 1911. Oh no, I need the rail first. That's right. I need to fix this stuff up. Let's see, what can I get rid of? Let's eat the seeds. Some more 1911 ammo. There is a Scar mag. Let's go ahead and ditch. Ooh. Let's go ahead and ditch the. Let's go ahead and ditch the box of tea for the 45 ammo. The Scar mag would be nice, but it's not necessary at the moment. Where? Was he inside a box? Pop out like Santa Claus? So I didn't see him in here. Of course, that damaged the rest of our stuff even more. Okay. The metal detector. Oh, and look, nods. Okay. I think we'll ditch that for now. Oh, there's a SF9, HS9, I should say. That'd be a good sell. And TNT. We're gonna raid a base already, huh? Alright, we're gonna ditch the alcohol. The likelihood of me needing the alcohol is pretty slim and none. And I'll fix up the knife and get rid of my sharpening stone for the TNT. That should be it for this. We need to go back, make a toolbox, disassemble our shotgun, switch that out. I think what I'll do... is grab this stuff and run back to where my axe and stuff was. Because I also had a battery. I also had a battery left that I left in one of those crates, which might be gone by now, but so we'll we'll go ahead and put this in our hand. I'll unload this, throw that away. We will put this on our back, put this in here, and then triple carry this. I don't like triple carrying in hardcore servers, but it is what it is. We'll run back to that garage where I left my stone axe and my hammer. That way I don't have to recraft that. See, did I search these? I think I did. No. And also get that battery for the MVGs. There's a puppet in there. There's a puppet in here as well. I'm gonna break line of sight. Won't worry about them. He just spawned in front of me. You see that? What was a battery, and all these are researchable now. So that battery's gonna be gone. Hopefully our stuff's still over here. Looks like it's gone. Okay, so we gotta craft it all again. That's fine. That's fine. Let's throw that there. Let's see. I think the best thing we should probably do is start heading towards the trader with all the stuff that we have. I would like to keep the explosives, but at the same time, the likelihood of me using them is probably pretty low, and I could trade these explosives in for some pretty good money. So, I'm gonna drop these for the now. I'm gonna grab some more stuff to craft what we need. Or, you know what? Were we in this locker? No, we weren't in this locker. We were in the other locker. The other warehouse. What am I thinking? Or were we? I can't remember. No, we were in that one. Either way, it's all gone. Alright, let me drop this. Drop that. Drop that. Let me get some stuff. Here's the stones. Couple of these. Realistically, I only need one log. There's probably a log still laying over here. No. I have to deal with this puppet though, probably. Wonder what the likelihood of me getting fishing line off of one of the puppets. I could search all the cars again since it's all researchable. I need to carry this log. How are we going to do that? Need to get some scrap. Okay. So, this one's at 29, this one's at 22. Disassemble. Repair. And then we'll load. Alright, that's a much better option. And then as far as the rest of the toolboxes, we, let's see, armor is good. I need sewing kits. I need to, oh yeah, disassemble this one. And repair this one. Put this back in our spot. And then, let's fix the rest of our mags. might as well go ahead and get some more scrap and fix up the other mag and finish fixing this mag since we have 2 planks there still. Hopefully we get some fishing line while we're at it. Okay. Where is the toolbox? Why can't I craft toolbox? What do we need? What am I missing? Oh, we used 2 planks. We used the planks already? Where's it? Oh yeah, it costs 2 planks. Alright, let's get another plank. I was thinking I had advanced engineering for a minute. Just carry it. And fix this one. Then we're still going to need another toolbox to fix this, but I'm not going to be too concerned about it. What we'll do is we'll fix it, we'll load it, and then we'll grab the stuff I need to go and cut up the other planks, and we'll make another toolbox while we're out there and fix it one more time. But I'm not going to waste a bunch of time doing it. Let's make some more arrows. I'm sure we lost some. Yeah, we're down 2. 2 arrows. I need this. Need that. All right, let's reorganize here a little bit. I need a sewing kit. Hopefully we can figure that out. This stuff can go down here. I'll take that for our last sewing kit. That can go there. That can go there. I do want to fix this up if we can. So I think we'll take it. Although I am going to go to the gas station next and see if we can just get a better backpack. Let's do this real quick. Hopefully nobody's around. All right, 3 1911 mags squared away and ready to go. Let's head this way. I'm going to search the cars one more time, see if we get some more thread. Maybe we get lucky with a oil filter suppressor. Well, oil filter, we still need to make it to a suppressor, but maybe we'll get lucky. See if I can sneak past these guys. Is that a loot goblin puppet? No. There's an oil filter. Make that into a suppressor at some point. Some lead plate. Gunpowder. Alright, we're going to go up to this building up here. I gotta be careful jumping. You lose a lot more stamina jumping in the servers than I'm used to. There are a couple crates in this building up here that we might get lucky with. I hate how they all spawn in bushes, because they spawn where you can't see them. We're going to have to deal with one of these. Might be able to go around. Let me grab some stamina. Let's see, how's our food? Food's okay. I'm gonna eat one of the pastas. Pasta's gonna give me a lot of carbs. We got a lot of fat. We're losing our fat. We're losing our dexterity again. We weren't losing it a minute ago. We might get lucky with something in here. Maybe. I should have just brought my hammer and my axe. In case I wanted to make another toolbox. That's okay. Lighter. Screwdriver. I could use the better gloves. Our gloves are 33%. It's a hat. $30 minutes till restart. It's a raincoat. I'll take that. Nothing else. Oh. So they spawned behind me. And I'm sure they ruined my stuff. Yeah, pretty close. He may have thread. I may let the puppets kill him. I love when they spawn in behind you. How about some sewing kit for me? No. Okay. Well, what I was going to say before I was rudely interrupted is that we're going to head over to the gas station now. And unless something happens, I'll see you there. All right, here's the gas station. My hopes here is to find a good backpack. We're gonna leave this one here for a moment. Here it giggles. Here, there's Puppet just spawned in, so we should be okay with NPCs. Should. I'm also going to look for toolboxes. If we can get a toolbox, I'll fix up the suppressor. It's an extra battery. I didn't pick up that one, did I? No. Need the batteries for the quest. Jumper cables for rope. I would like to have that. Doesn't look like we're going to get a backpack, though. Let's go take care of Giggles. See if we can get some fishing line from somewhere. Pretty sure there's two Giggles somewhere. Because this isn't the one... I started beeping when I was in that corridor. So I'm pretty sure there's another Giggles up here sleeping somewhere. Oh, I see him. He's standing there. Okay. Okay, handled. Screwdriver. What are we going to get rid of for the screwdriver? I could load that Tommy gun drum up. Let's get rid of the 9mm. We're not going to be using it. Screwdriver has the potential to give us something much more valuable, so we'll do that instead. Give me some fishing line. Bam, right there. right there. We'll take this, take that, and sewing kit. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Stuff's around if you know where to look. I'm not going to fix the backpack. I'm going to fix the, let's see. I'm going to fix my jacket. I don't know if I'm going to fix the shirt. I need to switch that shirt out. I'm going to fix the knife sheath, fix the waist bag. Of course, as soon as we fix this waist bag, we'll find a utility bag, watch. And then I'll go fix that assault bag. I wonder what the spawn car rate, the spawns for the cars are. The spawn rate is for the cars. We haven't seen one vehicle yet. Usually you find them at a couple of these places. There's a rebar cutter. There's a lock. I'll pick up some of them somewhere else. Not going to waste space for one for the moment. Not getting anything great, though. I'm surprised we didn't see a toolbox. Oops, I don't want that. Shoot him in his leg. It's another 1911 mag. It gives us 4. And I'll take a box of bobby pins and we'll eat this. Food and water is going to be valuable here while we're down south. I need to switch out that shirt. Let's see what else we got. There's a pear. Let's eat that. What else we got? Bobby pins. There's my arrow. Cigar. Okay, we'll search these cars. We'll go back through the gas station one more time. I might triple carry the bag. We're going to head to the trader. I might triple carry the bag to the trader. There's a quest. I can't use it at the moment, though. Because I think there was something in here. I never did search the bathroom. Maybe get lucky still. Nope, no luck today. No luck today. I want this battery. That's a quest item. I want these jumper cables. Let me just take the jumper. Let me take the jumper cables, battery. I could sell the lights. Either way, I think we're good enough. We're good enough for now. Let me go back up here and get my bag, which was at this tree. No, One of these trees. I think it was this tree. Yep. Fix it. There we go. This bag is a quest item, I think. I think they take... The one time I tried to trade in the military bag, he wouldn't take it. So maybe they won't take the police bag either. Either way, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to finish loading this mag. We're going to run to the trader, see what we can get for money in the bank before we die. We got 11 fame. I could buy another sewing kit if I really wanted to, but we're kind of at that point now where we can find it. We're going to sell the TNT and the RPG as much as I hate to. As much as I hate to sell them, I really don't think I'm going to use them. I don't think I'm going to be raiding bases. The RPG I would probably use for killing a mech, but the likelihood of me finding a launcher may be pretty slim. We'll see what happens. We'll see what they sell for, and we'll go from there. I'll meet you guys at the trader. Alright, we got about 4 minutes till server restart. And we're almost to the trader, but I figure we stop in here and get us some salt. We got pepper, so I figure we get some salt. Maybe loot up a little bit. We do have a couple little spots here and there for some stuff. So we'll get some extra cash. I do need to make a new bow. I probably should do... I'll do that once we get to the trader, which it should last that long. Let's see what we get here. Probably run into some more NPCs. There's a puppet. There's a toolbox. That's a good find. We need that to make our improvised suppressor. I'll get some salt. Actually, I'll just take as much as we can for now. I could put this back on. It was getting a little hot, so I took it off. There's usually not much inside these. You might find some tools here and there. The good stuff's in those, if you do find something good around here. Of course, you got a couple little things on the outside usually. Don't see any NPCs or anything yet, so that's good. I did put my backpack on my hotkey because we are loaded. We're getting to the point where we're pretty heavy. So if we end up needing to drop something, I want to drop it and get it done with. See if we can finish searching this before the restart happens. Usually just salt in here. Couple boxes. Other than that, it's usually all just salt. In here, we could probably get some good armor. Some grapes. There's a bushman. I think I'm going to run the bushman. The bushman seems to be more powerful than the survival knife, so that may give me a little bit more of an edge on the puppets if I need to use it on them. There's some firefighter pants. We'll be all right. One more minute. All right, restart should happen any second now. Oh, my favorite gloves. Nice. All right, we'll wait for restart. All right. So, had to restart. See if we can find anything good in here. Bobby pins, we don't need them. Nothing in there. Some soap. Need 3 of those though. Sometimes there's a vehicle spawn down here. Let's walk down and see if there is some bolts. Barrels are going to be grapes. More bobby pins. No vehicle spawn. Okay. Alright, we're done here. Let's head to the trader. Alright. Well, here we are at the airport at the trader. I'm going to search these cars and hope to get another battery. Oh, we'll take those. So if we can get another battery, we can have the potential to do at least 2 quests, because I have a needle as well. I have bobby pins, so 3 quests. There's a smartphone battery. That'll work. Although, you know what? We can't do quests yet, because I haven't found a cell phone. We still need a cell phone. Hopefully we get a cell phone. There's another lock. So as you guys can see, the loot is a lot harder. It takes a lot longer to do stuff in a server like this than it does on Sandbox. The puppets, they are pretty decently tough. It's always that double health. The double health always makes puppets a lot more to contend with. But once you get the good arrows, it really doesn't matter. I'm gonna keep searching these cars. Hopefully we get a cell phone. Surprised we haven't found one yet. As many bodies as we searched. Of course, then again, I don't know if I was paying attention. I may have found one. Didn't realize it. Doesn't look like we're going to get one. Okay. Well, I still have stuff. I still have stuff to sell. So let's check these. This is our last opportunity right here. There's another lock. Nope, no cell phone.
Welcome, welcome. Could you help me with
Yeah,
these?
find a mobile phone. $50 and 2 XP. Well, I might as well go ahead and take that. Might as well go ahead and take that. All right, let's see what we can sell this guy. We'll sell the gloves. We're gonna go ahead and sell the mustard and mayonnaise. I'm gonna keep the salt and pepper. Really don't need the bottle. I'm gonna go ahead and sell the bolts and nails. We can always pick up more. The duct tape I shall keep since we have a raincoat. I'll fix it if we need be. We're gonna sell one of the salts, and that's gonna be it for this guy. I need to go get a card though. Damn it, I forgot.
Greetings, valued customer.
Get my free gold card with the supporter pack. Oops. Put in my survival digits.
Pleasure.
Welcome, well. Here's what I got.
Mustard, mayonnaise, gloves, bolts, nails. Keeping that stuff. Salt. Should be like 400 bucks.
Let's see what you have.
Oh, my card must have fell on the ground. Or is it in my hand? Because it said I didn't own a card. It said no own
Here's what I
card.
got.
Where'd my card go?
Welcome to the most secure place on the island.
Should have went in my hand, but okay. Let's try it again. One more time. One more time. One more time.
Welcome, welcome. Feel free to browse
Salt.
around.
Keeping that. Bolts, nails. Gloves. Mustard, mayonnaise. I could sell the raisins too. Actually, yeah, we're going to sell the raisins because I'm going to buy stuff.
Let's see what you have.
Sell, bank. That's total sales 100 bucks. What do you think of that? It still didn't go in the bank for some reason. Okay. Doesn't matter. I'm going to buy stuff anyway.
Guns come unloaded.
Let's put this in
Security
here.
reasons. Obviously.
It says I own a card. Okay. Let's see. So we need 50 fame to unlock the portion for arrows, and then we need, yeah, so we still need 50 fame for, I only need the broadhead arrows, so we only need 50 fame for that. That's not a big deal. That's not a big deal for that. Let's go to sell.
That thing registered?
I'm going to keep this.
Kidding. Nobody cares.
Should keep this. The likelihood of us finding a Tommy gun is probably pretty good, but we are going to get rid of the RPGs and the dynamite. That's going to give us some good money. I'm going to get rid of the 50 cal ammo for the Desert Eagle. And I think we'll keep the rest. Yep, the rest is all going to be usable. Put it in the bank. There you go. $1,500 in the bank. This is a quest item. We got plenty of screwdrivers, so we need to go to a gas station, or a police station, I should say. So our 1911 mags are good. We've got plenty of 45. 1, 2, 3 stacks, almost 3 stacks. With some ammo. Put our card down here. We got lots of screwdrivers. Bobby pins. The locks are going to come in handy later. I'll throw the ammo up here for the shotgun. Ooh, we got multiple boxes of bobby pins or just one? We got one box of bobby pins. Okay. I say we probably make our way to the police station after this. Or we'll go to the gas station after this. Let me buy. Did I search these? Yeah, I did. Let me buy some good food, because we need some protein.
Welcome, well, here's what I got.
Oh, we need 15 fame for food. Okay. I shouldn't have sold my food. Okay. Well, we still got the pasta, so we're all right there. I just need to go ahead and eat it now before we run out of protein. All right. Let's get rolling. We're going to go up to... we're going to roll up to the gas station. See if we can find a cell phone. See if we can get a hiking backpack. I am going to use this toolbox since things didn't work out right. I'm going to use this toolbox on my armor. And we'll use a toolbox on... What else? I need to make another bow. A couple more arrows while we're here as well. I'm going to use this rest of this toolbox on the mag. That gets that up and going a little better. Make another bow. We'll go ahead and throw this battery in the nods for now. Pick up our new bow. Craft some arrows. I need to cut one more bush. All right, we're going to run up to the gas station. Hopefully we find our cell phone and a backpack there. Big hiking backpack. All right, let's see what we get here. Don't see any NPCs standing on guard yet. Not sure how he heard me, but maybe I stood up for a second. I'm going to search all these puppets because they're more likely to have my cell phone. Screwdriver. There's an extra battery. Some more duct tape. We'll grab that other one now. see what we got in here. We got a pumpkin, some onions, lemon juice, a little bit of paper. There's a block mag, clock, block. Search this guy. Another needle. Oh, fives. You'd think he wouldn't have been able to see me. See if he's got my battery or my cell phone. The no dot's coming back to me now. We're getting there. We're getting there. It's another playthrough or two, and we should be good. All right, no cell phone here. Maybe on you. Nope, no cell phone on you. A little extra money. A little bit more money. There's a candy bar. That's a quest item as well. I don't remember how many we need. I think we need 2, 3. I think we need 3. There's an egg. We can eat that. No backpack in here. No backpack in here. Okay. Well, I searched these cars. And then there is another gas station right down the road at the little boat builder dock. So I guess we'll head down that way. Yep, no phone here. We'll head down this way and see if we can find a cell phone down here. There's an NPC up here. Same. Spawned in and started walking towards me. What do you got there, buddy? More thread. I will have that. Shotgun shells aren't the best. We still got double aught though, don't we? Yeah, we still got double aught. We'll be fine. Let me switch mags here. We are going to have to fix up another bottle suppressor. See if there's any more NPCs up here.
Confirm contact. No
Yeah.
moves. Take cover.
Oop. Don't know where he came from. I should take these shotguns and I should take all these guns and sell them. That's what I should do. Why is that not in my... Won't get much out of them unless they're fixed, but get something. A pair of jeans. There's got to be a couple more NPCs floating around here somewhere. Only two? Need some food. We get I guess technically I got the onion, I got the pumpkin as well, so can make do with that. Pumpkin's just gonna give me a lot of water though. There's a jacket. It's a pizza book. Usually sell for about 50 bucks. Nowhere near ready for a pizza. Hat. Nothing in here. Butter knife. Tactical tomahawk. Could be useful. Can't search that one. Alright, we got some more jumper cables, which I do like. There's soap. I'll pick one of these up, see if we get two more. I like the jumper cables so I don't have to make rope. They are a quest item too. Alright, no backpack. I figured we wouldn't find anything. No backpack, no cell phone so far. Maybe she'll have our cell phone. Nope. Stop jumping. We'll just hold still. She'll get medium archery here in a minute. Especially putting freaking 15 arrows in this guy. Let's see if he's got our cell phone. Nope, no cell phone. Well, let me go ahead and eat this egg. I need to get some protein in me. We'll eat the onion. not gonna do much for us. Make us pee our pants, but pants are already wet anyway. So we can let's eat this. Yeah, this gives us like mostly water. It'll do for now. We'll have to eat the chocolate if need be. I should have hit the tuna in the trains. That's all right. We got 15 fame now, so when we get back to the trader, we can buy food. Just have to make the pumpkin last till then. Ooh, perfect. Not one, but two. All right, fix the K6. Fix the rest of our mags. I do need one for making our improvised suppressor. Let's see, do I have a spot for the screwdriver somewhere? Take that for an improvised suppressor. We can't use this one for anything. Let me check her from her cell phone. I forgot already. Cell phone, baby. Task complete. Okay. Well, let's see. If that's the case, let's finish searching this, see if we find anything great. Then we'll head back to the trader. Seeing how I need food anyway. Screwdriver, which we're out of space. We are out of space. Let's eat what we can out of this. It's going to make us pee a lot. But we'll eat until our stomach's full. Then we'll just ditch it. Move around, get some stealth while we're doing it. Got to get that leg shot in the very beginning in these guys. That way they can't charge you. And then if another one starts acting up, you can divert. There's another cell phone. Which one's better? This one I got's better. There's another toolbox. These are actually quest items as well. Let's use this toolbox to fix this. We could sell that for a little bit more money. All right. Well, I think we found enough stuff here. I might grab I might grab one of them shotguns, or I might grab that one shotgun that we left where we killed the first NPC. But let's head back to the trader, and we'll get some food, because we're gonna run out of food like right as we get to the trader at this point. Yeah. We don't need anything from her. Holy crap. Load an arrow. There's another cell phone. Think of that. What we got? We got 1, 2, we got 3 of them right here, it looks like. Like, we'll just go around these guys. And we killed that one NPC, like right here. I'll grab his shotgun. We'll run back to the trader. Let's see how many quests we can do. Hopefully we can do at least, well, I think the one, that one right, the cell phone quest counts as one here. 2 batteries, done. 1, 2.
Thank you very much. Let me give
Bobby
you something
pins.
for your trouble.
Nope. 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 Small toolbox. Okay. Done.
I would be really grateful if you could do it.
Let me just double check. I can't fix anything. I do need the toolbox to make the improvised suppressor with the oil filter suppressor, I should say. But let's put. It's going to only be a couple extra dollars, but let's put a fix on this. I think I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the Tommy gun mag. Put a fix on that. Oh, too many fixes. That was... Oh, well. Too many fixes. Alright, we can get another one. That sucks. That sucks. We'll get another toolbox. That's not a problem. I was hoping to come in here and do some quests for this guy as well, though.
What's up? If you're trying to rob the place.
Anyway,
I
sell
guarantee
that.
it. I'm
Sell
well
that. We're gonna sell this. What else we gonna sell? That's pretty much it. That's pretty much it.
That thing registered? Kidding. Nobody cares.
$2,000, $2,700. This is a quest. I'm gonna probably throw these on the ground here in a minute. Keeping all the 45, keeping the slugs, toolbox can fix up our suppressor. I would much rather do that anyway, but I would have been able to jump on a quest because I have 1, Yeah, we got one thing for request anyway. It's not like it's gonna make that big a deal. So, all right, let's get some food. We got 23 fame.
Welcome, welcome. Feel free to... Here's what I got.
We're gonna get biltong, cornflakes, rice from him, and I can't carry it, so this stuff's gone now. Actually, I'd rather get rid of my underwear. Got the cornflakes. All right, that takes care of that. And then, since we are still on foot, let's go ahead and get coffee.
New clientele? What's your poison?
Coffee. This will help us with our stamina. Okay, we'll eat the biltong. See if I can make some room in here. No room for you. No room for you. 10 duct tape. I'll put this on real quick. We'll make room. K6. Okay. Well,
My doors are always open.
so as you guys can see, this server, the server loot is a lot less. The puppets, they have 2 times damage, and they are a force to be reckoned with if you get ganged up on. If you get about 4 or 5 puppets on you, you might as well just run, because the best thing you could do is try to outrun them at that point. And that's not even a guarantee factor at that point. Because especially if you get a skinny puppet on you, a skinny puppet will run you down. That's the bad part about it. Yeah, I mean, this is it's going to be a challenge for bunkers for the most part. Bunkers and big POIs, like the big city or the weapons factory, stuff like that. Those are going to be the main threats. Towns, once we get established, once we get some good arrows and we got our pistol now, they're not going to be that big of a problem. At some point, I will probably upgrade to an SF-19 and try to get as much AP ammo as possible. I imagine we can make the money and get that stuff taken care of. But yeah,
What is your emergency?
we'll pretty much
Try not to
we'll
get
pretty
injured
much just
too
keep
much.
chugging along. We're doing pretty well. We're pretty established for day one, in all honesty, in a hardcore server. Pretty established for day one. I mean, shotgun, the pistol is huge that we have. We'll make an improvised suppressor on the next one. With the toolbox, we've got Bushmen, we got screwdrivers, we've got food, we've got everything we need to continue. The only thing that we really need to start figuring out is probably going to be some kind of transportation, which I may run the windmills on the next one to see if we get some kind of transportation up there. Of course, once we run the windmills, the next problem is we'll probably have to come down and buy an extra hiking backpack and run all the way over to the scrapyard to get wheels if there's not enough vehicles up there, which we haven't seen any vehicles at all yet. So I don't know if maybe somebody on the server is hogging them all, or there's just a very, very, very low amount and we're just
Come
not
in.
seeing them.
I'll have a look.
But we'll have to figure that out as we go. So this is going to be day one. Obviously, let's look at the time. We started first thing in the morning, and it's still only 8 o'clock in the morning on the server. So the days are going about as slow as IRL time. I don't know when night will be. Don't know how long night is, but I'm gonna try to not play during the night, which is perfect because these longer days allows me to record almost when I need to. So yeah, that'll be good. But this is going to be day 1. I'm very grateful for everybody hanging out. I hope you guys enjoy this series just as much as you did the sandbox. Leave in the comments. Let me know what you guys think. Questions or anything like that as well. As always, very grateful for all the support, the follows, likes, subs, all of it. I really appreciate you guys. I hope you guys have a good one. And we are out. We're going to get rid of the little bit of C1 exhaustion that we have. So, and I'll pee on the doctor in a minute, but I appreciate you guys. You guys be safe. Have a good one.
Don't think because I save lives, I'm afraid of taking one.
Oh yeah, we are going to get a gift for this. You're going to give me a gift. It's a bit weird, but it'll be all right. Oh, look at the gift we got. All right. Well, that's a quest item, so we'll keep it. Thanks, Doc. See you, buddy. See you guys. Be safe. Have a good one, everybody.